Hey guys, Fenno here, and today I have 3 secret staircase designs. So the one on the right here is really simple. Right here you can see it is a flush wall like this, and when we open it you just can hop down a ladder and jump down in the void. So the second one here is a bit more advanced. When it is active it is a staircase upwards, but when we walk down it and activate it again, it is a staircase downwards. Really neat as well. And then at the end here we have another design, which when it's closed it looks like a staircase downwards, just like this. And when it's open you can just parkour, stand on the second step from above and then just jump to here. So that is pretty cool as well. So now that you've seen what they all do, let's get going on the tutorials. Timestamps for all 3 tutorials can be found in the description and on your screens right now, so go ahead and click accordingly. Alright, so the first design is really simple. You're going to start out with a wall like this, dig in 3 blocks like that, then place 2 sticky pistons and 2 piston movable blocks, which will also make out your wall. Then dig down a couple of blocks and place your ladders in here so you can get back up just like that. And then just go ahead and activate the pistons. And that is pretty much it. That is your hidden entrance done. Alright, so here we are, the second design already. Now you're going to start out with a staircase like this. And then go ahead and place 2 pistons facing the way that you enter the staircase. And 1 more piston right on top there. Then place 2 sticky piston movable blocks, or piston movable blocks, on the faces of them. And then just go ahead and extend them to see what it'll look like. So as you can see, it's going to cover up the previous staircase and create a new one here. We can even continue it upwards if we want. But then you can go ahead and retract it all, because that's not what we're going to need. Right, so what you're going to do with these pistons is you're going to place a block right there. And then take a redstone repeater output on 2 ticks. Feed that into a block with a redstone dust on top, and then put a block on top of the last piston right there. What that's going to do is it's going to extend all 3 pistons like this, and it's going to also retract them for a big portion. Now we only need this piston to be retracted, and the way we're going to do that is have 2 redstone dust right there. Be sure to block this off so that dust is still a dot and points in every 4 directions. And then just take a redstone repeater output again on 2 ticks out of these 2 redstone dust, and that's going to point into this block right here, which is going to retract this piston just in time. And let's go ahead and show you that in action. Indeed, that works just fine. So now this is optional, you can just cover it up like this, make it look like an unsuspicious staircase, and then once you flick the lever you can walk down like this. Alright, so for the third and final design you're going to want to start with a piston layout like this. So 2 sticky pistons and another one on the side right there facing downwards. And when we extend them all, let's go ahead and do that. It should look something like this, just a normal staircase downwards. But of course we want them retracted to be able to get up there. So let's go ahead and start with the input, which is going to be right there. And that's going to be a torch on the side of this block pointing into a block above it. Slap a lever on that block. And as you can see, there was one problem immediately. We have to retract the top piston 2 ticks later than this piston retracts. So we're going to do that with a redstone torch on top of there, and then a 2-tick repeater feeding out into a redstone dust like this. So this is just 1 layer and this is what it should look like. Then when we extend it, all 3 pistons extend, and when we retract it, all 3 pistons retract in the correct timing. So now all we have left to do is to retract this piston real quick, or extend and retract it real quick I should say. And the way we're going to do that is with a block right there with a redstone dust on top. Then place a piston on the side of that redstone dust like that, facing downwards. Then have a cauldron filled with a bucket of water, and then go ahead and take a comparator output out of that cauldron, point that into a redstone dust. Then go ahead and go from this torch, from the block above the torch rather, take another 2-tick repeater output like this and point that into this block, which will power this redstone dust. Then last of all, you're going to want to have a torch right in this gap, so where the comparator outputs into this redstone dust, right there. And then that should work just fine. Indeed it does. So that has been pretty much it for this video. If you want to learn how to activate levers or buttons from a distance, as I'm doing right now, go ahead and click the first link in the description. That is a link to Mr. Source Coded's Creative Editions mod for Minecraft. And it has all sorts of cool stuff. So yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.